Hi everyone. Welcome to Enterprise Talk. Today's it's about IoT Talk. Um, and Enterprise Talk is brought to you by Prasetia Dwidharma Group and our partners, VB Cloud, Synchro, and Contact. And this webinar series is suitable for you if you are considering taking a leap in digitizing your business and making serious efforts to build your digital infrastructure. And we will divide this webinar series per week every Wednesday, talking about IoT, communication solution, business operation tools, and cybersecurity. And we will be sharing with you the updated technology in the industry to help you build your data-driven business. So a bit of our background. Prasetia Dwidharma was founded in 2008. Since then, we have grown to become a major player in the industry. Currently, we have 3 divisions under our company: telco and infrastructure, ICT, and call center BPO. And our partners, VB Cloud, started in 2014. VB Cloud has a commitment to focus and provide end-to-end solutions for our customers to achieve their cloud economics journey. And the second partner is Synchro, the data consolidation, data distribution, and integration platform, and any data to any target. And the last one, Contact. Contact is social CRM technology firm providing intuitive growth solutions. They provide sales and customer service CRM systems, KPI and task management solutions, HR, live GPS tracking technology, along with WhatsApp, chat, and call center integrations. Contact is an official WhatsApp business API partner. So today we are joined by Rama Raditya from QLUE Smart City, from QLUE, and we will be discussing IoT and especially on QLUE's solution for COVID-19. So the topic is embracing the new normal in Indonesia with AI and IoT. A bit about QLUE. QLUE is a comprehensive smart city provider in Indonesia with the mission to accelerate positive changes worldwide. QLUE has developed various cutting-edge solutions based on AI, IoT, and mobile workforce technology to help both government and private companies to be more effective and efficient in running their business and operations. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, QLUE has also developed some solutions which will help to flatten the curve of COVID-19 and face the new normal. So a bit about Rama. Rama holds a Master of Science degree in the field of Management Information System and Bachelor of Applied Science in the field of Computer and Information Systems from Strayer University. Rama went to high school at Valley Forge Military Academy and College, where he studied discipline and strategic thinking. I would like to pass over to Rama. Please introduce yourself, a bit about you and QLUE, and please.
Okay, thank you, Mas Ardi. Thank you, everyone. Hello, my name is Rama. I'm the founder and CEO of QLUE. So if you've heard about QLUE, we're very focused in the smart city space. So we provide smart city ecosystem solutions, mostly, if you know, in the beginning, it's all about mobile application for reporting system in about 2014 and 2016. But ever since then, we have moved to more innovations, more technology implementations in AI and IoT. So for today, we have more than 100 enterprise and government clients, have empowered more than 50 municipalities, including municipalities, police departments, ministries for government. And for enterprise, a lot of our clients are real estate developers, township developers, building owners, mall operators, office buildings, and so on. So there is a lot of discussions when talking about smart city, because it really involves not only the government, but also the people as well as the industries. So these three stakeholders have to be synergized, and the synergy will improve, will help the development of the city to the future. And we believe for our mission statement from day one is to accelerate positive changes. And in order to do that, we want to build smart cities all over the nation in Indonesia and make it Indonesia to be a smart nation. So yes, so thank you again for having us.
Okay, so let's start with CLUE.
Do you want me to show the deck? Or,
yes.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm sorry, hold on. Oh yes, please have me, please enable the screen sharing.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on, yeah. Okay, so this is the deck for our new normal solution. So since the pandemic, we have introduced several solutions. So during the pandemic, in the very beginning of March, in Indonesia, so we have introduced the citizens reporting app, empowering citizens to report people that is not social distancing, people that is having trouble with the sembako and several other problems during the pandemic. But those have been working. We're working together with the COVID-19 task force in the central government. But for the new normal, we have prepared a month before that to introduce this solution. So we introduced QLUE Thermal. So QLUE Thermal, it's a highly accurate thermal sensor powered by AI, IoT, and a comprehensive dashboard. It also integrated well with our other solutions. I'll show it later after this. So there's QLUE Vision, there's QLUE Work, QLUE Dashboard, and so on. This is what I mentioned earlier. We are very focused in Indonesia, but we do have partners in other regions as well, because apparently smart city is not only Indonesia thing, but it's also something that that is very concerning in terms of growth of urbanization that needs to be maintained around the world. In fact, what happened to the situation right now for COVID-19, it deals a lot with urbanization. So that's why the smart city solutions will even more be needed at this time. New normal is here. So the government is enforcing opening the economy, but very carefully, right? So one of the regulations is actually to have everybody to be measured in terms of temperature, but as well as to make sure all businesses inside of the premise, maintaining 50% occupancy. So this is the solutions that we are offering, answering to those regulations from the government. But the problem at the moment is there is this two solutions that is quite popular in the market. So the first one is the thermal gun. So what happened with the thermal gun is normally it's the accuracy. If you have experience getting shot with the thermal gun and then you get a temperature of like 35.2 degrees, it's quite impossible for a human being. So the accuracy is questionable. And the second one, not all thermal gun, I'm not saying all thermal gun, but mostly the one that in the market. And the second one is human error, and how do you call this? The effect to the security guard as well. So because one of our clients have a concern, two of their security guards have got COVID-19 because they keep, it has to be really close contact as well, right? So the other one is a thermal camera. Thermal camera is quite accurate, can detect multiple objects at the same time or multiple individuals. But number one is the price. It's really costly. And for office, malls, and especially during this economy, it's quite tough for them to actually purchase this. There's also some other weaknesses for the thermal camera regarding accuracy as well. And you cannot really compile the data into dashboard and so on. So this is our solutions. I'm just gonna fast forward it. It's in our YouTube for QLUE Smart City, but the solution is basically a QLUE thermal. I'll show you the video for the real live video utilizations. But this is the feature that we have. So it's very accurate, plus minus 0.2 degrees to 0.3 degrees. Seamless self-check. So below 1 second, you can already capture multiple objects. So number one is the facial recognition. Compare it right away to the attendants. Number two is whether he's wearing mask or not wearing mask. The thermal itself, as well as right now we're developing or launching the capability to identify whether the mask is actually not leaking. You know, it's a good quality mask, because some of the concern is actually, even though when you sneeze, if the mask is leaks, you know, bacteria still goes out. So those data will be captured within 1 second. There's alarm system. If it's the temperature is too high, it will be alerted right away to the security guard, to the HR division, as well as it will sound off an alarm as well. It integrates with third-party devices such as door locks, barrier gate, boom gate, and more. So this is some of the implementations that we have. You can change the language to English, Indonesian. You can put a label of the company over there. Just white label it. There's so many capabilities that you can customize with this device. Usually you put it in the office lobby, next to the boom gate. I mean, next to the barrier gate, as well as next to the metal detector. It detects whether you're wearing mask or not, and it will allow you to get in. This is another look of it. We have it on our second version. It can move, detecting your face as well. Like so. So yeah, that guy can come in. So anyways, the capability of the AI is powered by QLUE Vision. So QLUE Vision is our AI analytic engine that we empowered CCTVs around the cities. We use that engine for this QLUE thermal solutions as well. So this next video is the integration with other devices that we have done in our clients. So one of the devices is actually access doors, but this one I will show the one, the boom gate, and the other one is with the flat barrier. Yeah, it's using their existing flat barrier, so we can integrate with any kind of a flat barrier that is available in the market. And this one is with a boom gate for how do you call it, for clusters, facial recognition, and identify the thermal, the temperature right away, and then the gate is open. This is an existing boom gate. So all of the data will be compiled in one dashboard. You can see individuals wear mask or no mask, high temperature analysis, people counting, and occupancy analysis. So we also count the people coming in, but at the same time, we also add, for several occasions, we added CCTVs on the exit, so we can count in and count out. So we know the occupancy within one premise. this is one of the end-to-end solutions that we actually showing compared to other solutions. Average temperature divided by temperature range and so on. So this is the detailed information. Also, this is the attendance system. This is in Indonesian, ranking keterlambatan, people who are coming late, people who are actually working late as well, people that is not coming into the office, facial recognition combined already. The topology that we have, all of the AI capabilities is captured in the device. So it's an edge analytic, edge-powered analytic, but the dashboard itself is on the cloud, as well as the QLUE capability. So QLUE is our mobile workforce system that alerted security guards, HRs, in order to do a quick response. So we combine these solutions with our other solutions. So if you see in this picture, there is detection for people counting, non-social distancing, visitors, mass detections, and so on. And we also have one of our IoT modules, or one of our IoT products is a smart speaker, where it allows automatic warning system using a speaker that reminds people that it's not wearing masks or not social distancing. So it will automatically remind them instead of security guards have to do it. So because we believe that detections, using AI vision capability, it's quite normal now. But how you actually solve the problem? That's been our first focus in the very beginning. If you know QLUE, like I mentioned, it's the mobile reporting app from citizens. So citizens report the problems, and then there's someone who actually solve the problems. So we focus on how we actually solve the problems, and then creating policy on the based on the dashboard data that we compile. Compared to others, this is just some differentials. Comparison with thermal gun as well as CCTV thermal camera. For the availability itself, QLUE Thermal is always available because it's 100% fully made in Indonesia, more AI capabilities, third-party API integration as well, comes in solution, integrate with video analytic and various detections. Customizable in terms of the software itself. So like I said, some of the clients that we have, they want to have their own logo in front of the device during like welcoming the attendants. They want to have their own logo, or they want to customize, adding, maybe integrate with QR code, things like that for events. We have some requests that is allow us to customize our device. Some of the international awards that we have, and that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, how about your other products? Are you still combining your existing product and new solutions, and are you creating this like a separate solution? Because I see that you have like this QLUE dashboard, and it has the ability of tracking faces, right?
Yeah. So we have QLUE Vision for the AI analytic engine, empowering CCTV with AI for facial recognition, people detection, now mass detection, non-social distancing detection. And we combine those with the QLUE Thermal. So I think QLUE Thermal is just, it's helping to complete the whole solutions. Because let's say we are empowering one pasar, one market in Tangerang. So we capture people coming in with QLUE Thermal. So while in the thermal, the facial recognition as well, mass detection, but we also count people coming in. But as well as we apply CCTV counting out people. So we know how many people inside, and we can, the business itself have the comfort to actually know, okay, I didn't manage to go over the occupancy that is regulated by the government, which is 50%. So those kind of things is solutions that we're providing to them for the new normal.
Well, how about the other thermal cameras? Can they integrate well also with QLUE dashboard, or you need QLUE thermal?
So we have integrate a thermal camera as well, but it's not made by us. Some thermal camera vendors that are already available in the market, because in some high traffic locations, such as malls, let's say, or MRT, they would probably need like a thermal camera instead of this. This one is more like a medium traffic, right, in the office, and also want to know more detail about the for attendance systems and so on. So we can integrate with other cameras as well, but we always push our thermal scanner in priority.
Okay, so I think that answers one of the questions, which is can it detect the occupancy of the place for one in entrance and one the exit? So but it needs the QLUE dashboard, right, to analyze all of those, right?
Yeah, it requires the QLUE dashboard to analyze those in real time as well. Like the picture that I showed earlier, it says that the occupancy will keep going up and down based on the how many people is inside, counting in, counting out in real time. Yeah.
And there's another question from Andika Octavia. Is it difficult to integrate with the existing IoT system?
If they already have the API, we can just integrate it. It will probably require 2 to 3 weeks to actually, it really depends on their API, but our system is actually ready to integrate with other third-party devices. We have done this before in most of our clients as well, because listen, so even though they purchase clients purchase our devices, but they also have already existing devices, and when they already have API, we can just integrate it in our QLUE dashboard or our QLUE work and so on.
Okay. And there are some questions from customers, right? And in terms of pricing, like this QLUE thermal, I think it's quite premium compared to others, right? And is it something that caused by being manufactured here in Indonesia, or not? Maybe can you answer that?
No, I think it's quite competitive compared to other solutions. It just depends the volume, because we have like tiering volume for the quantity itself.
Yeah.
But in terms of the camera itself, the devices itself, it's industrial grade. A lot of manufacturing companies, factories, Japanese factories, they like to use this because it's industrial grade. And we believe that the solution itself, with the integration with other of our ecosystem, is quite comprehensive, and the ecosystem will give you the end-to-end solutions. And because the ones that in the market I see right now, it's only thermal, right? It's only like thermal camera. Sometimes it doesn't come with the dashboard even. And there's limitations in terms of like the how many facial recognitions, how many face can be detected, things like that. While we have like unlimited storage for that, and right away integrated the dashboard, as well as it has mobile workforce capability. So okay,
so
competitive.
So how about your other solutions? Do you have something to show? People, when people think about QLUE, it's the smart city, right? And what are you doing right now in terms of the smart city?
Okay, let me show you our general deck. So before the QLUE thermal, even right now, we have other capabilities for IoT and AI. I'll show you some use cases. So here you go. So this is the mechanism that generally we do. Identify problems, we respond, and then we monitor them, provide recommendations, and the output should be policies, strategic policies made by the enterprise or government. Identifying using reporting app that we know, it can be downloaded in Android and iOS, and identifying it also via CCTV engine, more than 10,000 CCTVs right now. And then most important part is actually the response using mobile app and the IoT responder. So I'll show you the IoT responder. So this is to automate every detections, every problem solving on the streets, and then all the data will be monitored in the QLUE dashboard. So this is the features of each one. For the CCTV analytic, there is facial recognition, people detection, vehicle detections, and so on. And then for the workforce basically security guards, police officers, maintenance guys. We empower more than 70,000 of them until today. So they wake up in the morning, they check out their mobile app and see what problems that they need to solve, and then, that they've been requested to solve by CCTVs or by people. And the IoT devices is the automations to solve the problems, which I explained earlier. So this is just the dashboard visualizations, dynamic traffic light control. This is the IoT play that we have, detections, video conference, and so on. So one of the use cases is actually Indonesia police force. We empower more than 70,000 police officers to capture data capture alerts or notifications from citizens from IoT devices, sensors such as we integrate the 911 of Indonesia. If you ever heard of what it is, it's 110 actually for police. So whenever you call 110, the police officer nearby your house will get like alert that someone is calling, and then they can run to your house and save you, things like that. So we integrate with those kind of systems as well as our other IoT devices like gunshot detections and others. And for smart governance, municipalities, mostly public reporting app, integrate whenever there is someone report, there is the mobile workforce that responding using an app. And then there is a command center on the right to monitor everything. This is when it comes interesting for IoT play. So we empower several intersections, mostly in township developers outside of Jakarta, and several cities as well for municipalities. So making the traffic light dynamic, because we understand that a lot of traffic congestions also happen because of the traffic lights. If you realize sometimes you go into the traffic light and then the green light is very fast, even though the traffic is very long, right? And then you're wondering why the municipality or the city is deciding to have this. Believe it or not, in order for them to actually change the traffic light counter, it's to send someone to actually change it manually on the spot. So what we do, we actually make it more dynamic. So we apply CCTVs, make it detect like vehicles, and then the response is actually IoT device that we applied in one of the traffic light, how do you call it, the controller, and then control the traffic light dynamically. So this helps one of the two township developers that we provide this. It helps reduce traffic within that intersections up to about 34%.
So do you actually change the?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I mean like the countdown.
Yes.
Oh, you change the countdown like dynamically.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we change the countdown dynamically according to the traffic conditions on the spot. So I believe this is a very important to have in Jakarta and as well as other cities. Hopefully we can empower more traffic lights in the future. Because yeah, it would be suck to be stuck in traffic because of the green light being, too short, even though the traffic is very congested. We also help the BNPB, Disaster Response Management, National Disaster Agencies. But this one is more on the community-based reporting, houses that is already broken because of the earthquake as well as flood, and then making sure that all of the data will be supplied to the right stakeholders, such as NGOs, government, as well as enterprises, CSR, to send supplies like food, build houses, things like that. Usually it takes about 3 to 4 months in order to rebuild a city from being destroyed until like rebuilt again. But due to our involvement with BNPB, it's now only take about 3 weeks to 4 weeks because everything is already clear, right? All of the data is available and so on. Ever since then, whenever there is an earthquake, we always help the national disaster agencies. So the other one is security and safety. This actually the combination of CCTV AI, the QLUE vision with mobile workforce for the security guards. It helps covers more ground for security guards on one premise, like a factory. So it really helps them to reduce operational costs on security guards. Instead of like they want to hire more security guards to protect more assets, they don't have to right now. They cover more ground with the help of AI and mobile workforce. This is what I showed earlier for smart residentials, clusters, automatic boom gate, thermal camera, facial recognitions, as well as our IoT devices that we have provided in one of our clients in Arma's land, as we empowered more than 30 buses, like a shuttle bus, using a GPS combined with people counting. So the management will be able to identify, well, determine in order whether they need to add more buses within those, within those lanes, those areas, automatically. So it really helps them determine and making decisions. For retail, yeah, we captured all of the data. So this comes actually, the background is retail at the moment, the conventional malls, they're competing with the the e-commerce, Tokopedia, Bukalapak. E-commerce, they know how many people coming in and out, the demographic, and how many they're staying within their website, right? But conventional malls have no idea. So we empower their CCTVs to count people in and out, but at the same time also identify the behaviors of the visitors or the guests to the mall. So if you see on the right here, there's like an ID over here, person ID, ID to F1. So we identify that person from coming in until going out. So we know we can make probability of their shopping probability or shopping behavior for spending. So this person spending time in the mall more for like 30 minutes, things like that. So they have more insights for future decisions for the malls. Malls usually use this to negotiate with tenants in the next year. So you see the footprint analysis, the heat map. They usually say to the tenants, hey, more people actually going to your, in front of your stores instead of over there. So apparently I have to increase the price for this one and probably not that one, things like that. So they have data actually to back up their argument at the moment, but at the moment they have no data at all.
Like, do you track the visitors? Like, let's say if they come to the mall maybe in 1 month.
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Let's say in the future, if they come to the mall,
no.
do they get the same ID?
No. What we identify, what we trace is actually clothes. So it's gender, age, and then the clothes itself. Is it black shirt, jeans, bringing a bag, like that. If they eventually go to a shop and then change their shirt, we cannot trace them anymore. It's yeah. So it's basically based on their look when they're coming in and then going out. That's how we actually trace it.
Okay.
Yeah. But if there is facial recognition, we can ID that, and if that someone comes again, we can identify right away.
Okay.
So this is also for attendance system combined with AI. This is the one that I showed previously on, and this is the thermal sensors. Yeah. So those are the full solutions that we have. Citizens, we empower them, we empower us to report problems. Government, we empower government to be to make the bureaucracy more leaner, and then we empower industry to be more efficient as well and effective on handling issues for safety and security. That's it.
Okay. So I will ask you some questions from the audience. Is the QLUE dashboard a standard in the package or an option that shall be bought separately?
It's gonna be separate.
Okay.
Yeah, but when we're talking about, so is this talking about the QLUE thermal or? Because
yeah, I think it was a question towards the QLUE thermal.
Yeah, it's still separate, but with a different pricing. It's a lot cheaper than if you buy. So there is this like features within the QLUE dashboard itself. While being in only QLUE thermal and QLUE dashboard, it's the most minimum feature for QLUE dashboard. So it's gonna be more affordable instead of purchasing like QLUE Vision, QLUE Work, and all that. The dashboard will be more expensive.
Okay. Another question: can QLUE thermal integrate to attendance system such as Talenta cloud attendance system, and also take attendance by QLUE? Basically, fingerprint is one of the regular way to take attendance. So I think the question is about combining, right? Combining the attendance system, because like QLUE can do the attendance, but Talenta can do other attendance that they need.
Oh, yeah, we can combine that, but we capture the facial structure, right, for facial recognition. As long as there is database for the for the enrollment phases, we can integrate it right away. One of the integrations that we will be working on is with one of the Prasetia's portfolio as well, with goers. I can't tell you what it is, but there's integration with ticketing system as well. So it's something that we can integrate and customize.
No, but like there are like cloud solutions like Talenta, right? Can you integrate with their system? Because if let's say if they already use Talenta, then you cannot replace the Talenta system, right?
Yeah. So that means that they only need the QLUE thermal. They don't need the QLUE dashboard and all that, right? So all we have to do is just throw APIs to them, and then we can communicate with the existing system.
Okay,
it's just back end play. I think yeah. We can do it. Yeah.
So okay, next one. How QLUE connect this AI tech into smart city concept?
How QLUE can connect this AI tech to smart city concept. So when you're talking about smart city, it's smart city is all about information, how you can capture information very fast for multiple stakeholders, citizens, like I mentioned, right? Citizens, the industries, as well as governments. In order to capture those information, there's so many media for that, right? Mobile apps, CCTVs, IoTs, things like that. So basically, we utilize AI capabilities to capture all the problems in the city, like social problems, illegal parking, facial recognitions, or blacklisted criminals, things like that, into our dashboard. But our AI also applied in the dashboard itself. So we provide auto resource allocation for the mobile workforce based on the existing problems that they have over time. So let's say you have 10 security guards, you already put them in different zones, and then you apply the CCTVs with AI. But apparently, based on the 3 month data, our AI captured that okay, apparently you need more two security guards over there instead of putting it over here. So we can provide those kind of recommendations as well.
So it's more like analytics, right?
Yeah, so it's like recommendation for resource allocation in order to make it more effective and efficient for the mobile workforce. Yeah, in the company.
Okay. Next question. The question is, what is business intelligence in QLUE can do? So I think the question is, what is the, yeah, I think that question,
yeah,
that answers the last question. Is there any business intelligence that QLUE can do for customers or government?
yeah. So mainly for enterprise. So we focus in KPI on the mobile workforce from day one. If you heard in 2015, 2014, Jakarta Smart City, they have like orange troops, green troops, red troops, you know, those pasukan orange, merah, hijau, biru itu kan. Those are based on the KPIs that we provide on QLUE, because that's why the government at that time deploy a lot of mobile workforce using our app. But it also applies for enterprise. Enterprise at the moment have no idea what the security guards are doing, whether they're doing it effectively or not, whether they're capturing or responding to issues very fast, or is it too slow, is it too late, you know, things like that. It can really affect them in terms of reputations and others. So what basically we do is we provide management, or we provide the owners or business of the business to be able to see intelligence in terms of, you know, the KPI capability, the KPI analysis for the mobile workforce. This is what the mostly or mainly what we do to enterprise. So they can be more productive, they can be more efficient. But for government, it's quite similar, but a lot of integrations as well with other third-party data. So for instance, in Jakarta, we integrate with Waze, you know, the Waze.
Yeah.
So based on Waze data, we can analyze like which street is actually the most traffic congested in Jakarta, you know, things like that, or the flood data from citizens. So citizens reporting floods everywhere, and then we can starting to provide predictions on during the rainy season, which area we need to be covered more in order for it to not get flooded, you know, things like that. So a lot of use cases as well. When you're talking about smart city, like I said, it's so broad. And since we built the main platform, we also need help to actually integrate so many multiple APIs, devices from other third-party providers. So let's say in the police, we integrate with call center, the 110, like the 911 of Indonesia. And then we also starting to integrate with other IoT devices, maybe like gunshot detections. If there is a gunshot, and then we can make it blinking in our dashboard, you know, things like that. So smart city is huge concept, and we are open to collaborate with multiple parties. So if you have a solution that probably you also have hard time to actually entering, let's say police department or municipalities or other enterprise or cities, you can go to us, and then we can just integrate it to our system, which is make it more seamless and easy for both parties.
Okay. I think your screen is a bit shaky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it?
No. Yeah.
What about my voice? It's okay. But for QLUE Thermal, you guys have to buy it through Prasetia.
Yeah, okay. I've got some questions, not from the audience. I got this question a lot, but without mentioning about your political preference. Is QLUE still being used by the Jakarta city
Government?
Government? Like
Yes.
like the like if you report, will they fix it?
I think I think this is I asked this I've been asked this a lot in every every speak or every talk I'm involved in. I think this is the default questions, but yes. So it's just preference and assumptions of people that back in 2017, ever since change of the guard, the government is not using QLUE anymore. But it's actually not like that. The system being built before 2017 is still being used until today. In fact, it's being strengthened with Pergub, Peraturan Gubernur. Pak Anies actually signed it, that all of the divisions, SKPD, I forgot the abbreviation of it, but all of the divisions have to respond to citizens' report immediately, or else they will be cut in terms of the pay, the tunjangan, 10% or 15%. Yeah, so it's already official. Before it's even not official, but right now it's already official. But I gotta say, during the transitions, public thinks it's not used anymore, things like that. So there is some kind of misperception inside of the Jakarta government as well. I believe that some of the divisions kind of lacking in the beginning of the transitions. So usually when you report something, they, like let's say a pothole, they will fix it within 3 days. But during the transitions, it took them about 2 weeks. So people who already report things that, oh yeah, it's not being handled anymore. Nobody's responding this, so I'm gonna uninstall the app. But it's getting better right now. If you report, probably it's almost the same like back in the days, 2-3 hours, it's already responded, or maybe less. And for even harder problems, they will still respond it. So I saw some reports about apa sih namanya itu izin perpajakan and all that, and then they responded within a week. So yeah, the answer is we're still working with the Jakarta government, and it's still being responded very fast. Okay. And thank you for Jakarta for doing that.
And in terms of the total government entities, how many cities, municipalities, province that you are working with right now?
At the moment, it's about 30 something. I think 32, 33. Yeah. But when you're talking about how many cities, because there is municipality, there is police department, right? If you combine both, it's about 60. So about 30 police departments and 30 cities, things like that. But municipality is about 30, I think 30 to 35 out of 512. So we have a long way to go to make Indonesia to be a smart nation.
How about the since the start of the pandemic? There is like an initiative by QLUE and working with some other parties. What are you doing right now with the COVID stuff?
The COVID stuff. So in the very beginning, we didn't initiate it, but MDI Ventures, they initiated a alliance between all of their startups, several of their startups. There is QLUE, Kata.ai, Kiskas, and I forgot, I'm sorry, Volantis, and the other one, Alodoctor. So we combine in order to make indonesiabergerak.com. So basically it's a platform, provide information about everything that is COVID, as well as people reporting on problems, things like that. So in the very beginning, we offered that platform to a municipality for them to actually use it and distribute it to the citizens as well. Seeing the pandemic, we thought that our deals will slow down in terms of smart city and municipality. But in fact, apparently we have more cities that we never thought that we could have during 2020. So there are several cities that need mass detections, or need non-social distancing detections, and now thermal cameras. We even applied QLUE thermal in bus stations, bus terminals, things like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's like I said in the beginning, smart city is basically comes because of the urban problems. And then most cities that get hit with the COVID is basically city that is most urbanized with a lot of people and very condensed. So, so yeah, I think this pandemic, we have more clients, and it's good because it's beautiful problem for us.
Yeah, and QLUE itself is connected to the database of the government, right? The Dukcapil. And
no, we connect with partners in there.
Okay,
yeah.
And last time we talked about it, we were discussing about connecting with the database of the COVID. Yeah. Is it something that you are trying to do, or is it possible in terms of the the APIs?
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to thank you personally for giving us that idea, because we executed that idea right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So how is it? Yeah, how's it going now?
I talked directly to BNPB and National Disaster Agency, yeah, and they're looking to support with that. So hopefully we can connect to the ODP, PDP. But the thing is, the idea was to connect to ODP and PDP, right? And then they said, yeah, sure, we already have the NIC. The NIC we can just connect it to Dukcapil data. But apparently what they need is the self-isolated patients that is still walking around in the malls. Those are the one that needs to be captured right away. So yeah, soon we will integrate that as well.
Yeah, captured, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? So they shouldn't be walking around in the mall.
Yeah, like even in other countries, they can penalize, and even for the foreigners, they blacklist the foreigners if they go outside the house.
Yeah,
they have to be self-isolate.
They have to, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with them. I thought maybe OTG, ya, orang tanpa gejala, and they thought they're fine and just walk around. This idea was, I gave it to BNPB, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's a good idea." And I was like, "Yeah, it's Ardi's idea." And I was thinking of, we had this conversation 2 weeks ago, right? I think, or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
we executed right away.
Okay, that's nice.
Thank you for the idea again. If you have more ideas, please let us know.
Okay, so I guess there are no more questions from the audience, and I don't have any more questions as well. So if the audience still have some questions, please send us the questions to redaksi@siar.com. But we will also send follow-up emails for the ones who register through Goers. And thank you for joining us today, Rama, and for sharing about QLUE's solution with us. We will definitely invite you for more discussion.
Oh, please do.
Yes,
I'm very happy to be invited here.
And before we end this conversation today, we would also like to share with you a bit about our partners' products. So, Natasha, can you share some of our partners?
We are in contact with data, from the simplest to the most complex data. Data nowadays is the world's number one material. And big companies must deal with data. To use data and link up with different sources and recipients, we have to jump into the more elaborate process of distribution, consolidation, and integration. As more users and companies are drawn to utilize data, our lives literally all working in it. Big corporations, thousands of users, making it difficult to obtain and process data, and sometimes insecure. Centralized data cannot for network conditions, while decentralized data in many locations makes it hard for the integration process. Plus, various factors and technologies, legacy systems, applications, data types, and user access rights from all the different locations. So, how do we simplify the process of data consolidation, distribution, and integration in these ecosystems without compromising the security and quality of your data? Enter Synchro to simplify your life. We consolidate all data collection and join up all 5 data sources, players, and data movement, API, web service, web application, files, and databases, and link them effortlessly in the easiest way possible without maintaining active remote end. Synchro's integration cuts short the process done by the API by letting you connect directly to your database and replacing fast deployment. Think traffic flow. Synchro can regulate traffic of data set at different stages, from encryption to the final display stage. As a data transporter, Synchro easily solves all the pain points of individuals and businesses, smartly recognizing file types and databases from the simplest to the most advanced. All data is equal within Synchro's ecosystem. Simply by installing Synchro, we simplify and secure your data movement. We are here to help you deliver any data from anywhere to any target. With supportive technology like dashboard, analytics, big data, and business intelligence, Synchro lets you access all important data company needs at the tip of your fingers. Trust us, it can all be done fast, scalable, and easy. Synchro, any data to any target.
Okay, that was Synchro, and I see there is Pak Sindarta Gemilang here joining us today also from Synchro. Thank you for joining us, Pak Sindarta. And next one, Natasha.
Sebentar. Yang selanjutnya ini gambar, On.
Yeah, it's okay.
Ya, jadi partner kita yang satu lagi is Big Cloud. They are cloud computing company. So they started in 2014 and has a commitment to focus and provide end-to-end solutions for the customers to achieve their cloud economics journey. They are supporting Microsoft Azure, AWS, Alibaba Cloud, Huawei Cloud, and Google Cloud Platform as well. So that if any one of you interested in talking to PB Cloud or looking for cloud alternatives, you can try to contact the numbers given there, or we will send each of everyone a thank you email tomorrow, and then we'll include PB Cloud contact there as well. I think that's all. Thank you.
And how about contact? No?
We don't really have the material to share.
Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so another one is contact is a social CRM. You can visit their website at contact.com, QONTAK, contact.com. And Prasetia is partnering with Contact as well for other solutions. So thank you everyone for joining our webinar today. If you are interested in understanding about any of our products, especially QLUE solutions, you can send us an email. So we will be sending thank you email with a form where you can share with us if you are interested in any of products. If you did not sign up through GORS, you can just drop me a message privately or to Natasha, your email, and we will get back to you. And so see you on next Wednesday. We will be sharing about WhatsApp for business with our partner contact. Registration is the same, gors.co/enterprise talk. So once again, thank you, Rama, for joining us today, and see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.